There are places on Earth that seem too perfect to be real, as if an artist painted them into existence rather than nature carving them from stone and time. Santorini is one of those places. Perched high above the sparkling Aegean Sea, the village of Oya looks almost unreal from above. Whitewashed homes spill down volcanic cliffs like frozen waterfalls of architecture. Blue domes punctuate the cascade of buildings, catching sunlight and sea breeze. This is Greece's most photographed island, the postcard that made 1,000 dreams. But Santorini's beauty hides a violent past. And that paradox, paradise born from catastrophe, makes it even more extraordinary. Santorini wasn't always this crescent shape embracing a submerged caldera. 3,600 years ago, around 1600 BC, one of the most violent volcanic eruptions in human history literally blew the island apart. The Minoan eruption expelled 60 cubic kilometers of magma, creating tsunamis that reached Crete 110 kilometers away. The explosion was heard across the Mediterranean. Ash darkened skies as far as Egypt and Turkey. When the volcanic chamber emptied, the center of the island collapsed into the sea, creating the massive caldera that defines Santorini today. A drowned crater 400 meters deep, surrounded by cliff faces that rise sheer from the water. The ancient circular island became a crescent, its missing heart now filled by the deep blue Aegean. Some scholars believe this cataclysm inspired Plato's story of Atlantis, an advanced civilization, destroyed in a single day and night by fire and flood. Santorini is beautiful because it was destroyed. Oya clings to the northern tip of this crescent, a village that defies gravity and common sense. From the sky, you can truly appreciate how dramatic this placement is. Buildings cascade down the caldera's rim, each level of homes serving as the pathway for the level above. Narrow staircases zigzag downward. Terraces overlooking the infinite blue. Everything is white, not just painted white, but luminously, blindingly white. Lime-washed walls reflect the intense Greek sun, keeping interiors cool through scorching summers. This whiteness makes the blue domes even more striking. The iconic churches, Agios Spiridonas and Anastasi, have become some of the most photographed landmarks in all of Greece. Their bright blue rooftops mirror the colors of the sea 300 meters below, creating the look Santorini is now famous for worldwide. That blue wasn't random. It represents the Greek flag, the sky, the sea identity expressed through color. As the sun begins to set, Oya transforms from beautiful to transcendent. Narrow pathways fill with visitors from around the world, all waiting to witness the island's legendary golden hour glow. Every terrace, every rooftop, every spot with a western view fills with photographers and romantics. The sun descends toward the horizon, turning the white buildings amber, then pink, then rose gold. The blue domes deepen to cobalt. The sea catches fire with reflected orange and crimson. For about 20 minutes, Santorini glows as if lit from within. When the sun finally touches the water and disappears, applause ripples through the crowd. A collective acknowledgement that they've witnessed something sacred. This happens every clear evening, yet it never becomes ordinary. Nature performs the same show nightly, and it always feels like a miracle, looking straight down from above. The symmetry of the domes and winding pathways almost feels like artwork carved directly into the cliffs, but it's not designed, it's evolved. Oya grew organically over centuries as people built homes into the volcanic rock, using caves carved from the soft pumice as foundations and adding whitewashed facades. The cave houses aren't just charming, they're brilliant adaptation. The volcanic rock provides natural insulation, keeping homes cool in summer and warm in winter. The cascading layout ensures every home has an unobstructed sea view. This architecture is functional poetry, shaped by necessity and refined by generations. The village wraps around the caldera's edge, each curve revealing another blue dome, another windmill, another perfect composition of white against blue against volcanic rock. At the northern tip of Oya, steep volcanic rock drops into the deep blue water below, reminding visitors that this peaceful paradise was born from fire. Black and red volcanic stone contrasts sharply with the whitewashed villages. Beauty and violence. Creation and destruction. Forever intertwined at asterisk, down below sits Ammoudi Bay, tucked beneath towering red cliffs that glow burgundy in the afternoon. Light. 300 steps descend from Oya to this tiny harbor where fishing boats bob beside tavernas serving seafood caught that morning. The water here is impossibly clear. You can see fish swimming meters below the surface. Locals and adventurous tourists cliff jump from the rocks, plunging into the deep blue caldera waters that once were the island's volcanic heart. Looking up from Ammoudi, Oya rises dramatically above, white buildings stacked impossibly on cliffs that shouldn't support them, defying both gravity and logic. The contrast is stunning. Below, raw volcanic rock and primal sea. Above, refined civilization and architectural elegance. This is Santorini in miniature. Wild nature tamed by human persistence and aesthetic vision. Asterisk today, Oya is considered the crown jewel of Santorini, blending traditional Greek island charm with breathtaking scenery at every turn. Wandering its maze of pathways, you discover art galleries and converted cave houses, boutique hotels where infinity pools seem to pour into the caldera, restaurants where tables perch on clifftops and meals last for hours. Church bells ring. Cats lounge in patches of shade. Bougainvillea cascades over white walls and explosions of magenta. The smell of grilled octopus and fresh bread drifts from tavernas. Everything moves slowly here. The Greek concept of saiga saiga, slowly, slowly, defines the rhythm. There's nowhere to rush to, nothing urgent to do. You're on an island at the edge of the world, surrounded by beauty, suspended between sea and sky. The volcanic soil grows exceptional produce. The wine from vines trained in basket shapes against the wind tastes of sun and minerals. The tomatoes are sweet, the fava beans creamy, the white eggplants unlike anything grown elsewhere. Even the food tastes of volcanic origins. Asterisk. Santorini isn't just beautiful from one angle, it's unforgettable from every single one from the sea. Approaching by ferry, the cliffs rise like a fortress of white and blue. From the air, the crescent shape and submerged caldera reveal the island's violent birth. From Oya's pathways, every turn frames another perfect view. From the water's edge at Ammoudi, the sheer audacity of building a village on these cliffs becomes clear. This is an island that shouldn't exist, destroyed by its own volcano, remade by people who refuse to abandon paradise, now celebrated as one of Earth's most beautiful places. Fire created it. Water surrounds it. Humans perfected it. And every sunset reminds us that beauty often emerges from destruction, that the most spectacular places are sometimes born from catastrophe, that paradise can rise from the ashes. This is Santorini, where the world comes to watch the sun set on perfection.